Neither your voice nor your hands will stop shaking. You will feel a kind of void in your stomach that makes you want to vomit. Your mind goes blank and you will even forget what the hell you're doing there in that place. And if you fear public speaking, I know that you understood what I'm talking about.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Hey, I hope you're good. You know, it feels awkward talking to the camera. It's been a long time. When I was thinking about what topic I should go for today, I honestly couldn't stop thinking about the thing that made me go for the content creation thing. It was public speaking. Why public speaking? Okay, for the very few people who know me well, they know that I talk a lot. Yes, I talk a lot when I get excited about something. So I have all these ideas in my head, running in my head and driving me crazy, and I kind of feel the need to share them. And when it comes to public speaking events, you cannot jump on every opportunity. For this reason, I kind of stopped looking for opportunities and I made my own. Now I can talk about whatever I want, whenever I want, and wherever I want. Not wherever I want, I only have this place. So I chose to talk about something related to public speaking. Today we're gonna talk about something that is ranked by people as the second fear in the world after the fear of death. It is glossophobia, or best known as public speaking fear. I'm gonna share with you 3 simple tips that I use to reduce my anxiety. But before we get started, I would like to mention that public speaking is a soft skill. And what does that mean? It means that it is something that you can get better at with a little bit of work and some tricks and tips. The first thing is about rehearsing. Rehearsing is a very important step. However, we often hear people saying that it is a good idea if we rehearse facing the mirror. However, for me, I find it a terrible idea. Why? To answer this, we gotta ask ourselves a question. Why do we use the mirror after all? We use it to see our faces, to check our bodies. So if we rehearse using it, we'll be focusing only on the imperfections we think we have in our faces or in our bodies. So if our eyes, for example, or our lip does something weird, we'll be focusing only on that. We'll forget about our words and start thinking that our audience will notice it too. However, our audience doesn't give a damn about our faces or bodies. They're there to listen to us. An alternative to this is to rehearse in front of your friend or family member. However, this is a bad idea for me too. I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but I feel more comfortable delivering a speech to a large audience than rehearsing it to one person or two. What I do is I rehearse in my head. I rehearse in my head. I rehearse when I'm showering, for example, before I sleep, when I'm walking. So it all happens inside my head, and I can't hear my words, by the way. I don't know how to explain this.
I don't know.
But it works perfectly for me. This is my favorite one, but I'm not sure if it already exists, but I kind of created it according to what I know about public speaking and according to the very few humble experiences I had. Now, what do I mean by transferring my fear to my audience? Well, to understand this, let's imagine something together. I'm in front of an audience. I'm about to start presenting my topic. Well, I did my greetings, I introduced myself and everything. Now it's time to begin. But before doing that, I ask or I tell my audience that I'm gonna ask them a question. And to answer it, I will choose some of them randomly. Now the exciting part begins. Why it is exciting? Because my audience is a bunch of extroverts and introverts. Well, it doesn't matter if they're extroverts because both of them will fear the unexpected, will fear the unknown. They didn't expect my question. They didn't expect that I'm gonna choose randomly. And since I'm up on stage, and if I'm smart enough, I will notice that they fear something, that they're afraid of my question because they are not sure if they will be able to answer it. And if I notice that, I will get rid of my fear. I forget about my fear and I have this feeling that I'm controlling them. And if you control and you win your audience, you got the stage. The last last thing is about preparation. I left this to the end. It might sound so boring for you or so simple, but believe me, good preparation is the basis of everything. When you're prepared, you'll feel confident. When you know your topic well, when you tackle it from every angle, you will feel excited to present it to your audience, knowing that your audience or the majority of your audience doesn't know as much as you do about your topic. So be prepared, be prepared, be prepared. What else? Yes, I wanted to ask you if you watch TED Talks. I know that the majority of you do. You must have noticed that some speakers in TED Talks sound perfectly confident, like they are the real meaning of public speakers. But one fact about TED Talks, I mean the international editions, is that the speakers, the participants, are given 5 up to 6 months, yes, I believe, of preparation. So they ask them to be well prepared, and if they're afraid to forget their speeches, they can even learn them by heart. I don't want to comment on this, I think it's obvious. Now when it comes to glossophobia symptoms, well, they differ from one person to another. For example, when I'm stressed, when I feel anxious, when I'm having public speaking fear, what I do is I don't shake. Well, I don't shake at all, I just smile. Unfortunately, one other tip to reduce your public speaking fear is to smile. Because when you smile, you trick your brain. When you trick your brain, you'll feel relaxed, you'll feel happy and excited. Yes, I think I'm lucky.
You're damn adorable!
So yeah, that was pretty much it. I finished. Yes. And if you notice at the beginning, I didn't say that these are tips to overcome that fear. I said that they are tips to reduce your fear. Because to my beliefs, no matter how many times you experience public speaking, that fear will be always by our side. I believe that fear is where the beauty of public speaking lies. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, don't hesitate to share it. Yes, I'm gonna go. The first thing is about rehearsing. Sorry. That makes you wanna vomit. Right. I don't know why I'm clapping. I don't know.